Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and everybody knows that white zucchini are the best. At least I hope everybody knows that. Also everybody knows that zucchini are elongated and are being cooked unripe, while pumpkins are round and are being cooked ripe. Well, except that here on the Canary Islands, everything is different. The standard Canary Island pumpkin actually looks like a giant long zucchini, but it's orange inside. While the zucchinis, well, they are white. When I say white, I mean those zucchinis which are whitish, greenish, in contrast to the ones which are dark green. Well, and here they have two different zucchini. One is round, and one is the more familiar elongated form. Or is this maybe a pumpkin zucchini hybrid, or is this maybe just a very young pumpkin? Well, let's try and find that out. Firstly, all those pumpkins and zucchinis, at least most pumpkins and all zucchinis, they are from one species, Cucurbita pepo. So we are talking about intraspecies variation in contrast to interspecies variation. Pumpkins usually have those long vines, and they're usually eaten when ripe. Zucchini usually have very short vines and are being usually eaten when unripe. Well, in here on the Canary Islands, they call the pumpkin Calabacin, and as I said, the most common pumpkin looks more like a giant zucchini. They call the zucchini Calabacin, and they call this thing Bubango, a name which is supposedly being brought over to the Canary Islands by slaves from Madeira. And they've been told that young people don't actually use the name Bubango, despite the fact that it is being sold quite a lot in supermarkets. Not as much as the elongated variety, but still often enough. That the word Bubango is basically being used by old people in inland villages or people who have worked for a long time in Cuba or such Latin American areas. Probably, I guess, they use it more in Cuba. Now let's taste them. Here I fried them with sunflower oil and no salt and nothing. Now I want to see what they taste like. You can eat all those pumpkins raw. Oh, I see this one is damaged and getting brown. Good enough. How shall I describe it? It's like a less fresh tasting cucumber, but still, I would say zucchini is quite a nice alternative for a cucumber for a salad. Now the round Bubango. Interesting. A much more pumpkin-like taste. Yeah. I did not expect that. This zucchini is closer to a cucumber, and the Bubango is a pumpkin. That contradicts a little bit in the theory. I was told here that this is actually an old country variety. Because why should an old country variety have such a distinct pumpkin-like taste? Now let's try the fried ones, as I said, no spices, not even salt. Yeah, this has the fishy taste of white zucchini, so great, without all those bitter and grassy notes of the green zucchini. The Bubango tastes even more like a white zucchini. This tastes exactly like a white zucchini, while this one okay, the proper white zucchini might actually even have some traces of the green zucchini taste, of this grassness and bitterness, and the Bubango tastes more like a classic white zucchini I know from Bulgaria. So the raw Bubango has a little bit of a pumpkin flavor, the raw zucchini not at all, more like a trace of a cucumber flavor. The ripe Bubango tastes like the zucchini I'm used to from Bulgaria. Not the ripe, the fried one. The fried white zucchini, actually, tastes a bit less than a white fried zucchini. Very interesting, folks. So this was a comparison between two white zucchini varieties. Very interesting result for me. Forgive me that sometimes I tend to cook fruits, but fruit like zucchinis and pumpkins, they are usually consumed cooked or boiled. You can consume them raw, pumpkins as well as zucchini. They taste quite good when they are raw, but since they are often consumed heated, in this case fried in oil, I did this. Just so you know what they taste in their usual form in which they are being consumed. So folks, those were the Bubango versus the Calabacin or zucchini, both Cucurbita pepo. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and fruit-rich island of Gran Canaria. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.